Hey, this is John Carlos, and I'm here with a look at the Star Wars Black Series action figure of Professor Huyang from Ahsoka. So right out the box, you can see my figure is a little leaning over. It feels like his right leg is slightly short. His right ankle is also a little wobbly compared to his left ankle. It doesn't really hold that well. I still have to work out, bending one leg, leaning it back a little bit and finding the sweet spot. But as it stands, you can see he leans a little bit to the right. So that's a little bit disappointing. The most interesting thing about this figure is that the colors are wrong. If you've seen Ahsoka, and you might remember that Professor Huyang has more silver tone to him, a dark gray. There's a lot of browner elements, and even his chest and head is in like a tan tone, and in the show it's like a darker gray. But it is this color scheme in the Clone Wars, which is cool if it's supposed to be a Clone Wars figure, but the packaging clearly says Ahsoka. Whatever. I like this character, and I like David Tennant so damn much that I had to get this figure. David Tennant's one of my favorite actors, and seeing Professor Huyang in live action, super cool. The head looks great. The little eye thing is sculpted on, it does not rotate down, but the blue paint on there looks pretty cool. The eyes look good, nice and shiny. And overall, the body does have a nice sculpt to it. The wiring sticking out through his little midsection there. The details on the arms. Unlike some other figures like Clone Troopers or Jedis where they can reuse the same legs and the same boots and the same hands and stuff, all of this seems to be brand spanking new, a brand newly sculpted figure. Nice separation between the darker metal there and the tan. But yeah, the sculpted new pieces look good. His little skirt looks good, all the little gack hanging off it. Really well done. As far as sculpts go, this is a really, really nice design. We get a few accessories. We get this data pad, and I think the paint on it is pretty clean and pretty cool. We have this holographic lightsaber, this training lightsaber. The sculpt on it's really, really good. The little silver paint right there on the handle is pretty good. The bottom of it, if I remember correctly in the show, it's kind of a copper, and this reads pretty dark. It might be a dark copper. I might just be nitpicking because I'm a dork, whatever. And then lastly, we have his little back attachment with the extended arms. I'll plug it on in a moment, but I just want to show you guys the way they extend up and just up, not out and to the side like when he's lightsaber combat training. I do like that the back extra arm piece really does look like how it's supposed to look. It does not have the full articulation that it does in Ahsoka. We just have the rotations here, there, and there, which can kind of come up to about over here. So we're really not great for like combat training, but it is good for, working and reaching behind like you've seen him do in other things where he can work from the front and work from the back. I'm still working on finding just the right sweet spot to get this figure to stand right. I think I got it, but every time I think I've got it, it wants to lean forward a little bit. Not just because the right ankle joint is loose, but both ankle joints want to like click in or kind of lock in forward a little bit, and every time I think I got it right, it just leans forward. Either that or I have to lean him way far back and it doesn't look cool. So the articulation on this figure, it doesn't quite suck, but it's not great. Speaking of articulation, I just want to point out that the shoulder joint here, it's a little tight here, and you can see where the bicep meets the shoulder. It's really thin. So while this shoulder joint moves, every time I want to move this one, I'm afraid I'm going to snap his arm off at the bicep. But I will say, there's a swivel at the elbow. I was not expecting that. So that's pretty cool. This figure on the whole, pretty cool. Like when it's like on the shelf and it's actually standing upright, I'm pretty happy with it. Even though the articulation's not great, I do love the character a lot, and I'm glad that I got the figure. The paint is not accurate to Ahsoka. Like, another thing, this little circle on his chest, I think it's dark blue in the show, but here they just painted it black. But it does represent how he looks a bit in Clone Wars, and it's got cool accessories. It's got a great sculpt. It's got great presence on the shelf. I love the character. Love David Tennant. Glad I got this figure. Thanks for watching, everybody. Let me know in the comments below what you think of this figure, and if you want to be up to date with all my latest reviews, be sure to click subscribe.